The most emotionally charged matchup of the 2025 FIFA Club World Cup round of 16 is not just between two clubs, it's between a legend and the team he once called home. Lionel Messi is set to reunite with Paris Saint-Germain, a club where his time ended not in triumph but in turmoil. Once adored by many fans, Messi's final months at PSG were marked by boos, banners, and bitter chants. The Parc des Princes, once a place of applause, became a stage for resentment. Supporters felt betrayed, first by his failure to deliver a Champions League crown, then by Argentina's World Cup win over France in 2022. His departure, quiet yet telling, spoke volumes. Though he never directly criticized PSG, his demeanor said it all. The genius had outgrown the cage and sought freedom elsewhere. Now, fate brings them face to face again, not as allies, but as opponents. After two fraught years apart, Lionel Messi will face his former lords in the most unexpected showdown of the 2025 FIFA Club World Cup round of 16. Inter Miami illuminated Group A with a goalless draw against Al Ahly and a stunning 2-1 victory over Porto, thanks to Messi's 68th career free kick goal in the 54th minute, before a 2-2 draw with Palmeiras in the final match, which dropped them into second place and forced a knockout clash with European champions PSG. Statistically, Miami may appear dwarfed, coming from CONCACAF, unbeaten but trailing only on goal difference, but all eyes are not on numbers. It's Messi stepping back onto the field against those who once branded him a failure, those who booed him in Paris and doubted his legacy. That emotional weight, perhaps more than tactics or form, will define their reunion. During the final days of Messi's stint at PSG, the atmosphere at Parc des Princes was suffocating. From the moment he stepped onto the pitch, he was met with whistles and boos. Every touch drew a chorus of insults from disgruntled sections of fans. His wife, Antonella Roccuzzo, was visibly moved, nearly in tears, as she watched from the stands. As his departure neared, furious ultras even gathered outside the club's facility, launched flares, and shouted derogatory slogans like, "Messi, son of a bitch," an undeniable assault on his legacy. At the end of his final match, Messi avoided a celebratory lap, instead navigating quickly through photographers and into the tunnel, while the rest of PSG celebrated their title. A faint, knowing smile lingered on his face, a silent admission that he had escaped a gilded cage. When asked about his final days at PSG upon joining Inter Miami, Messi dropped his usual restraint. He openly criticized PSG's treatment of him. "I was the only player not acknowledged by the club after our World Cup," he said, adding, "Initially the French welcomed me like a king, but after the Champions League failures they turned me into a scapegoat." He explained that PSG's ambition to lure him back was fueled by their desperate bid to finally capture the Champions League trophy, viewing his talent as the missing key. Yet even elite coaches like Pochettino and Galtier couldn't balance a squad that never delivered on its promise. It was only when Luis Enrique arrived and grasped the reins at PSG, backed by Nasser Al-Khelaifi and the club's new transfer approach under Luis Campos, that the Parisian giants began to transform. Only after Lionel Messi, Neymar, and Kylian Mbappé departed did PSG shed the weight of star-centric chaos and rise like a dragon. Under Enrique's discipline-first system, they captured their maiden Champions League in June 2025, dismantling Inter Milan 5-0. They didn't need the terrific trio to conquer Europe. Instead, PSG soared on collective cohesion, youth energy, and tactical clarity, a rebellion clearly backed by Nasser and Campos. Fans exhaled in relief, finally savoring the end of a turbulent romance, forgiving their past errors and embracing a new identity. This is not to say Messi was right. His stay in Paris was a gamble that perhaps should have ended at the start. Rather than morphing into a gilded cage, he eventually had to escape. For 2 years in the bustling city of Paris, Lionel Messi received a generous paycheck and added a World Cup to his CV. Yet alongside the glory stood a darker emotional toll. Messi was trampled, then reborn. PSG made mistakes before finding their truth. That bond game, city, club is meeting again. And just yesterday, June 24th, was Messi's 38th birthday. Candles, flowers, cake, but also lingering scars and unresolved tensions.